If you have Disney-themed items in your Etsy shop, website, or other online marketplaces, the time to remove those items is now. Like, right now. For those who are new here, my name is Starla Moore, founder of the Handmade Alpha Academy for Etsy sellers and manager at erank.com, Etsy's most popular SEO tool. And during December of 2022 alone, there were over 50,000 searches for the word Disney on Etsy, which may feel tempting to the average Disney-loving, aspiring business owner. I mean, that's what market research is all about, right? And clearly other sellers are getting away with it, with over 600,000 listings on the platform that contain the word Disney within their tags and titles, right? Wrong. And here in just a moment, I'm going to be sharing exactly what happened last month when a small business was caught by Disney for selling items that violated their intellectual property. Then we're going to discuss a few intellectual property basics and what every seller should know in order to stay safe when selling products online. Before we dive into the details, I just want to take a moment to give a quick shout out to this week's featured shop. Hey you! Thanks so much for your love and support. If you'd like to submit for your own shout out, tag Handmade Alphas in a photo or screenshot of yourself watching this video, either in your Instagram feed or Instagram stories. When it comes to protection of their intellectual property, Disney is the biggest and baddest dog in the game, having sued multiple small businesses in the fierce defense of their characters and logos. And it can be easy to get caught up in all the sellers who seem to be getting away with the sales of these items, while also missing the cases where these sellers actually get caught. Like last month, when a couple was sued by Disney for selling Disney-branded items, such as Mickey Mouse ears, stickers, decals, keychains, and more. Now I know what some of you were thinking. Oh, they probably just didn't know any better. But that's not true, because in 2021, Disney sent them multiple cease and desist notices. Rather than stopping the sale of these items, the couple simply changed the name of their business and Facebook group where they were selling. Can you guess what the group was called? Go ahead. Try to guess. It was the Secret Disney Group Shop. And the couple set the Walt Disney World Resort in Orlando, Florida as their business address. After receiving the cease and desist notices, the couple changed the name of their business to the Sparkling Dreamers, and it seems that they got away with it for a minute. If you want to read the official court document, I'll go ahead and link the PDF down below because it includes all of the products that this couple was trying to sell. But basically, this couple dodged the law, got caught, and now they're paying the price, which would teach any sane human a valuable lesson. However, the couple's eBay account is still up and running as of the recording of this video, so they clearly aren't taking this as seriously as they should. Especially since this isn't the first time that Disney has sued a small business for copyright infringement, nor is this something new. In fact, back in 1989, Disney threatened to take legal action against 3 different daycare facilities who had painted Mickey Mouse, Minnie Mouse, and Goofy on their walls. Which may sound severe, but we need to be realistic with ourselves for a moment and look at these cases for what they are, which is intellectual property theft. If you head over to Disney's legal department, their website states that you cannot legally make and sell any product with Disney lyrics, quotes, or characters on it without permission from the Walt Disney World Company. And as you probably guessed already, licensing permissions come at a steep cost. At this time, there's no set price for an official license to sell Disney-themed items, as this is decided on a case-by-case basis, but most retailers who have obtained a license report paying an annual licensing fee that starts at a minimum of $10,000, plus a percentage per product sold up to 50% of that cost. Now you may be saying, yeah, Starla, I've heard all this before, but if Disney cares so much, why do so many people get away with selling these products on Etsy? And why isn't Etsy doing anything about it? Let's start with a bit of IP Law 101. It's important to note that only the owner of a copyright can report infringement of said copyright. Etsy does not own Disney, which means that in order to legally remove these items from the platform, Disney has to report them. And they do. And while it may not seem like anything is being done, shops get shut down all the time for copyright infringement on Etsy. In fact, it's one of the most common questions I see in my inbox from sellers who have had their shop shut down. And as much as I wish I could help them, you cannot get your shop back, or even a buyer account back, if you get caught for copyright infringement on Etsy. Not to mention, Disney isn't blind to this issue. In fact, they have a team of lawyers dedicated to watching businesses who violate their IP. And just like the couple that we talked about earlier, often Disney's legal team will watch these businesses over time, taking action once they've noticed that the seller is making a lot of money from their IP. So, as you've probably guessed already, if you're one of those sellers who sits on Etsy all day reporting Disney listings, you're likely wasting your time. But if you want to clue Disney in on a case of infringement, you can always email them directly, if you're feeling spicy. Just be aware that in the realm of copyright infringement, parody is its own thing and is protected by law, which is why the movie Blood and Honey, a Winnie the Pooh horror satire coming out this February, is able to exist without issue from Disney. Though if you're selling on Etsy specifically, they will almost always side with the IP holder. So if a larger company tries to flag you for infringement on a satirical item, you'll likely still get a strike. Every time I make a video about copyright that states the laws and facts, I get a ton of hate in the comments from people who either don't like the laws or who don't agree with them. But not liking the laws doesn't exempt you. And as a business coach, my job is to keep you informed and safe, not to blow smoke up your butt. Way back when I first started selling on Etsy at the age of 19, I didn't know these laws either, and I had a few listings taken down for copyright infringement as well. It's a common mistake, but one that you have to correct quickly once you realize that it's a mistake that you're making. The bottom line is, if it's okay for us as small sellers to steal, what makes it not okay for big businesses to steal from us? The laws can't be made in a way that makes it totally okay for the lesser party to use another company's IP, but not the other way around. There has to be a line somewhere, and those lines are subjective based on who draws them in the sand. It's either all okay or none of it's okay, which means as sellers, we need to be aware of the laws and abide by them, even when others do not. Your neighbor may be doing hardcore drugs in his basement, but that doesn't mean that he's doing it legally. It just means that he hasn't been caught yet. For a little more information about copyright laws, be sure to also check out this video up here from last year where I discuss Etsy's new reporting portal, as well as common misconceptions about copyright laws when it comes to fan art. Overall, success in business means creating a brand of longevity by being creative on a foundation that you build yourself. And with a little science, a lot of data, and some help from a trusted expert, you'll be well on your way to business success. Cue the funky licensed beat.